I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now, for the past few days, I've been going live, telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, yet not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied. Because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I not want. And I don't give a what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with. Because you're going to be like, one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want. Another thing is, these just jump offs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body and they think I want to be a father to a child for one of them? Like, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a f. You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch this and be like, black man this, black man that, I don't give a f. I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now, for the past few days, I've been going live, telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, yet not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children.
Then calling you a deadbeat would be absolutely correct, seeing as how deadbeat is a term referring to parents who do not fulfill their parental responsibilities. Now, well, it's a term that refers to fathers who don't fulfill their parental responsibilities. I was just talking about this the other day, actually, how when a man does not take care of his children, he's called a deadbeat. However, when a woman terminates her pregnancy or gives that child up at birth, that's not called a deadbeat, even though she is avoiding her obligation to take care of that child. She is not fulfilling her parental responsibilities, but we don't get behind her and call her all these names. We typically just try and accept what she says. She's not ready. It's not the right time. Whatever the case may be. When she gives this child up on her own, we don't say anything, but we know that there is a world where women can give their babies up and they do not have to be responsible for these children even after birthing them, right? But I think this man is using the idea that he told them he didn't want children as an excuse to not father the children. So because you don't want children, you won't father the children, but you'll have sex without a condom. You'll go all the way through. You won't pull out. Why not get a vasectomy? Why not get a vasectomy if that's how you feel about it? So you're going to blame it all on them. It's completely one-sided. So because they were willing to lay with you and they had a baby and they carried it full term, then now this child who's going to pay for all of your logic right now is going to not have a father. That's how it goes. The child won't get a father now. And that's why I speak for the ancestors. After all this logic is going to get spilled, the child don't get a father. But let's continue.
And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied.
Now look, I know you told them you don't want the child. I know that they decided to carry the child full term, and you probably feel slighted by that, as you have other children who did get that abortion, and these seven women didn't. You feeling like, hey, I told y'all took it full term anyway. Hey, I shouldn't have to be there. Again, you're using your logic because now there's a child in this world that you helped to create that you're not going to do anything for. So you've now reached into your ancestors' pool, created a new being, and you're just going to sit here and leave it out to dry. Yo, that's so disrespectful to the ancestors. It's disrespectful to your family because you're disrespecting the legacy. Each person that comes into the family is supposed to contribute to the family. And it should be ultimately by bringing forth life. And when you don't bring forth that life and take care of that life, then you are disrespecting the ones that brought you here. You were given an opportunity at life. Why are you not giving others an opportunity at life by growing up and creating your family? You're also being disrespectful to community because these children are going to be out here terrorizing these communities because they're broken and they don't have a father. And you out here wanting to fuck. So you need to consider what you're doing out here. Let's continue.
Because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I not want.
You don't want kids. Okay, you want to have sex, and you want to have sex raw, and you want to gall up inside of her. Sounds like you want to have kids because you're doing everything that creates kids, but then saying I don't want the consequence of kids. If you don't want kids, you'd A, get a vasectomy, wear a condom, make sure she's on birth control. You'd take some steps to not have kids. You wouldn't just be saying, I don't want kids, but I'll sleep with you, I'll bust in you, I'll do all of that, but I don't want kids. Come on, man. Let's carry on.
And I don't give a what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me.
Now look, you got a lot of logic with you, but it ain't no way you thinking somebody forcing children on you whenever you willingly lay down and not wear a condom and go all up inside of somebody. Nobody's forcing you to do a single thing, man. You're choosing this. You're creating this. Let's be real. But let's continue.
Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months.
But you're the one that's going to have to deal with it after she carried a baby for 9 months. Now you want to sit here and say, I don't want to take care of these kids. It's not my responsibility. See, that's where you went wrong. You didn't care because you don't have to carry the baby for 9 months. Well, did you factor in that once she carries this baby for 9 months, I'm going to have to carry it for 18 years? Probably not. Because if you thought about that, maybe then you'd care. But let's carry on.
Woman, in my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with. But
absolutely they should, because when it's all said and done, they could end up with a dude like you. The child will absolutely suffer with a dude like you who wants sex but don't want kids. And if they get kids, they'll go through everything they can using all this logic to avoid having kids. Interesting points you're making. Some of them really good points. None of them, however, should be used as excuses to not take care of your children. It's crazy. Let's continue.
Because you're going to be like one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want.
Another good point. Facts, family. Ladies, when you carry a child full term, you know if you're going to be the parent or not. You know if you're going to be there for your baby or not. But guess what? You can't make nobody else do a single thing. So just think about how scary that is, not knowing if that man going to do what he's supposed to do. You better choose your partner wisely. And men need to be thinking the same way. You can't control people. You know if you're going to try to be a good father, but you do not know if she's going to be a good mother. And you can't make them. You understand? But let's go.
Another thing is, these just jump offs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body, and they think I want to be a father to a child for one of them? Like,
well, you do want to be a father to a child to one of them because you sleeping with one of them.
How do they expect me to love these children
with no condom?
Before y'all say,
and you're going all up inside of them, so you don't understand. Want ain't a word. Want is doing. When you say I don't want this,
you
then
ain't
you
gonna
shouldn't be
force
doing the
these
things that end
children
up
on
with
me
that. So you
when I
definitely
told you I
want a
ain't
child
want
with one of
them.
them,
Yeah,
whether you
I
love them or
can
not.
offer to
And we
pay
know
for
emotions
abortion,
don't
but
make
at
babies.
what
The
point
sacred act does,
can
right?
I force
So
a
whether you
woman
love them or
to go
not,
get an
whether they
abortion?
put in enough
I
work for you to
cannot.
get to know them or
A
not,
woman
you
say
might, and you can
my
use that to
body.
argue not giving a relationship all day. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to marry you. I don't want you in my life like that. It's not serious. You can do that all day. You have your rights. But if you sleep with a woman that you don't know and you give a child, you still should be obligated to taking care of your child. It's your child. You gonna sit here and bring a child into this world and not take care of them for whatever reason? I don't care if you hate her or not. Don't sleep with somebody you don't want kids from. That's crazy. Then you saying, okay, was she a jump off? Okay, so she was easy. Oh, okay, you just got in there real quick and you just okay, so you didn't have to put in no work. Right. So that's an excuse to not take care of your child, right? Because you say she has low value. She has low discipline, so therefore I don't have to take care of my child. Is it your child's fault that she has low discipline? Is it your child's fault that she's a jump off? No. It's your fault that your child's mother is a jump off because you chose to sleep with a jump off with no condom and you busted inside of her. Do you see how that works? Ladies, same thing. Y'all do the same thing. He a drug dealer. He do this and that, and he do this and that. Then your child's daddy is a drug dealer. You laid down and made a baby with a drug dealer. It's his baby. Work it out. Yeah, that's exactly how it works because that's the truth. And that's the world we live in. A lot of you guys are probably going to say, Kevin, that's messed up. Man, have I back some? Nah, that's the system that we live in. And the way y'all talking about moving is where the child don't get a father. So we want ultimate freedom to where we can just eliminate the baby, give it up for adoption, walk away from it and not do a damn thing for it. Ultimate freedom. Freedom to just destroy heritage, destroy ancestry, destroy everything. That's the kind of freedom we want? Man, y'all got me yelling off my back porch. Let's continue.
Wait, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? Before y'all say, oh,
y'all hear that, right? Ladies, it's your responsibility to not open your legs to people like this. Y'all better be asking some questions because this man think because he don't care about the woman that he don't have to care about the child. That is wild right there. That is wild right there. Man, that's crazy. Let's just carry on.
he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a you ain't gonna.
No, you don't take accountability. You are avoiding the children, which means you are definitely not taking accountability. Taking accountability would be like, okay, they took it full term. The babies are here. I got to do what I got to do. And maybe if you had done that with the first child, you would have learned a lesson by the second one. But see, you're just going to keep on running and avoiding these children, so you're not going to learn your lesson until they all hit you at one time. And then you ain't going to be able to keep no money in your pocket. Because unlike for women, there's definitely some things set up out here to hold your ass accountable and to make sure they ruin your whole life. When you can't drive your car, when you in jail, all behind some children, all behind some nuts that you busted because you didn't want to wear a condom. Now you in jail behind that because these women chose to have these children anyway. And guess what part of it you contributed to it? Laying down with them, not wearing a condom, and then going all up inside of them. So when you say, well, they carried it the whole 9 months, let's not forget your contribution. But let's go.
Force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice.
Okay. You can pay for an abortion, that's true. But at what point can you force a woman to get an abortion? You cannot. And that's why you should think about who you sleeping with before you sleep with them. Be careful where you put your seeds. And I always say this, it's out of your hands once you release your seed, family. But then you're going to use this cliche term, right? It's my body. Well, I say it's my life. Listen, when they say it's my body, it ain't their body. It's the baby's body. So don't use that foolish logic and say, well, it's my life. It's your children's life. When you bring a child into this world, you still talking about, well, it's my life. You're selfish because now you've created a being that didn't ask to be here. And if it's anybody that's innocent, they are. Now, if you believe everybody should have their rights to do whatever they want to do, that's fine. But these little bitty people that's coming into this world that we're creating, they should have more rights than us. And they have a right to the creators that made them, first and foremost. So if you make a child, you better damn well do your job to take care of that child. or you disrespecting the universe, you disrespecting God, and you disrespecting the ancestors. Let's continue.
Before y'all try to stitch this and be like black man this, black man that, I don't give a
You don't. You don't. Well, for the ones of you men, those men of you who do care, be careful where you put your seed. If you don't want children, get a vasectomy, wear a condom, practice abstinence. Listen, take the steps you need to be taking, because it's a world out here that does not necessarily hold women accountable for the steps that they are taking. Don't use the fact that they're not holding women accountable for you to walk around and not be a father to your children and for you to abandon these children like this. It's the children that's suffering, family. Now, you came into this world, you got your ancestors' face and eyes and all this kind of stuff, and you got access to this beautiful world. But then you're gonna treat children like that you bring into this world. And you might say, well, I didn't have a father. Well, you're here to break generational curses, not repeat them. Moral of the story is, this brother has taken the red pill. And I understand the red pill when it comes to how we interact with women. I encourage more brothers to tap in. A lot of logic makes a lot of sense. I understand the world we live in, how it's not fair. But you can't use that unfairness to justify not being a parent. You can't use the red pill to not be a father. You understand? The child needs a parent. If you're going to be out here doing that act, you cannot forsake the child, man. That's so disrespectful to the universe. That act it feels good, but we got to remember what that act is truly for. And I hate that even in schools they teach sex from a pleasure-based idea, when that is not what it's for. There's consequences to it, y'all. There's a great price to pay for that act, y'all, and we just want to do it. Pause. Sure, we just want to do it. Literally, we don't want the consequences. We just want to do it. And I think that's sad, man. That's sad. I get it. You don't want a child every time you do it. But, man, y'all out here not taking the precautions, moving so loosely. And then when you get children, it's like, well, hey, I don't want to take care of it. Man, that's crazy. Because now that's a child with a broken heart. That's a child that's not getting what they need, and they deserve that. They deserve a parent in their life. If you're not looking to have a child, man, the moment you realize you having a child, you got 9 months. And I think that's gracious to the universe. Give you 9 months to prepare for this child. Okay, you're not what you need to be today for a child. Well, you got to start becoming that. But you don't forsake the child, man. That's crazy. That's all, man. Peace.